part 2 of yesterday's. I now know what happened to Adam. But today we are taking it from verse 8 to 19. That is Genesis chapter 3, verse 8 to 19. Today's topic continues. So we'll read that passage, verse 8 to 19, and then give a quick explanation that this is to help our men and women to know how to live together in order to avoid the spirit of the enemy to come and destroy their home. Yes. Genesis chapter 3, verse 8 to 19. The man and his wife heard the sound of Yahweh God walking in the garden in the cool of the day, and they hid from Yahweh God among the trees of the garden. But God, Yahweh, called to the man. "Where are you?" he asked. "I heard the sound of you in the garden," he replied. "I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid." "Who told you that you were naked?" he asked. "Have you been eating from the tree I forbade you to eat?" The man replied, "It was the woman you put with me. She gave me some fruit from the tree and I ate it." Then Yahweh God said to the woman, "Why did you do that?" The woman replied, "The snake tempted me and I ate." Then Yahweh God said to the snake, "Because you have done this, accursed be you of all animals in wild and tame. On your belly you will go, and on dust you will feed, as long as you live. I shall put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offsprings and hers. It will bruise your head, and you will strike its heel." To the woman he said, "I shall give you intense pain in childbearing. You will give birth to your children in pain. Your yearning will be for your husband, and he will dominate you." To the man he said, "Because you listened to the voice of your wife and ate from the tree of which I had forbidden you to eat, accursed be the soil because of you. Painfully will you get your food from it as long as you live. It will yield you brambles and thistles as you eat the produce of the land. By the sweat of your face will you earn your food until you return to the ground as you were taken from it. For dust you are, and to dust you shall return." Genesis chapter 3, verse 8 to 19. In continuation of yesterday's. So today is part 2. So it has part 3. Note that. Then we'll conclude this chapter. Alright, so let's quickly look at the things here that we need to note quickly. Number 1. Women are beautiful. Women are what? Beautiful. If a man is in love with a woman, he forgets everything. Is it true? That's what happened to Adam. Adam was so happy that God gave him flesh of his flesh, bone of his bone, and then he forget all the instruction. He was too excited. So men, when you have a woman beside you that you have married, don't be too excited and forget the instructions of God. you will be harming yourself and be going against him. Be careful. Women are beautiful, and when you love them, you lose your cool, as in you lose your brain. So be careful and be at alert. Jesus said, be at alert. Number 2, today God is saying, I give you life and death, but I advise you to choose life. But today, many people are choosing death. Despite God say choose life, they are choosing death. God said do not smoke. The people who produce, in fact, they don't need to produce anything like smoke. They don't need to produce cigarette. But it will happen because the enemy wants destruction, but God wants safety. So God gives instruction, his 10 commandments, but nobody wants to follow it. They want to follow the way of the world. Number 3, it shows that, women like adventure, then gets what? Gets tempted and fall. Women like to explore, they like to test, they like to do many things that comes to their way. So in this way, they forget who they are and they fall. They follow the enemy. So women, please be careful, so that you will not become the cause of the fall of your partner. Just like Eve. Be careful. When you want to explore, you want to do adventurous things, be careful. Number 4, it shows that both man and woman have dominion, but after the sin, man dominates a woman. Yes, because God cursed the woman and said, because of what you have done, your husband will become dominant to you. That is, he will dominate you, yet you will still have the desire for him. But today, many women are rebelling against their husband because of that dominance. But it is a curse God has placed on them. But women should walk according to how the Bible placed them in the position that they are with a man, so that there will be peace in the house. Number 5, the python spirit and human hate each other. Python is working against God, while human is working for God. Yes, the python spirit always want to do things to offend God. They want to do things to do evil against God. But humans want to follow God. So because the python spirit does not want humans to obey and do the will of God, they trouble human beings so much. That is that place where God says, I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your children and her children. I'm reading from the New Jerusalem Bible, please. I'm reading from the New Jerusalem Bible. I will still post this commentary on the description section, on the post section, so that you will read it through. So, women should be careful. We human beings should be careful. The python will trouble you. You will have afflictions, troubles. Why? Because they want you to work against God. So those who are not strong, they will be working against God and follow the python spirit. That is the enemy. So that they will avoid trouble, being trouble. But those who are strong, who stay strong in Jesus Christ, and do not mind any problem they are facing. And Jesus said, you are not of this world, but you are in the world. So let us be careful. Let us be careful. Number 6, men who love their wife too much easily fall because they want to satisfy all her needs. Yes, it's true. Some men love their wife so much, whatever she wants, they give. Whatever she says stands. And that means you are working against the will of God for you. So try so that you will not fall. So that you will not become a victim like Adam. Be careful. Number 7, let us all be careful of our actions because of Adam, God cursed the soil. You see, whatever we sow is what we reap. So let's, both men and women, let's be careful so that we will not sow evil. When we sow evil, we will reap it. So may God help us and deliver us in Jesus' name.